well. You know, I think Shane Dooley had a fantastic year, so they'd be the main 2 or 3.
Okay, the selectors are getting away reasonably well here. Johnny Henderson, what do you think?
Well, there's not many teams that I wouldn't pick Joe Canning on, and I still think he was good enough to make it somewhere on that forward line this year. I'd say overall Kilkenny would be happy with what they got. I think the 2 half-backs had a fantastic year, even though Pádraig Maher did lose out to it, but it's great to be mentioned in the same company.
Right, okay. Ollie Canning, apart from Joe not being selected and Ollie not being selected, anything else in the team there that strikes you?
Well, I mean, it throws up debate every year, but I mean, myself, losing out to Jackie there in the corners, you know, he's had a fantastic year and all the rest of them. But, like, you know, it's important, I suppose. There's a couple of lads juggle around in different positions, but if they are the best hurlers, I think they should get on the team, you know what I mean?
And are they the best?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's certain guys will have different, you know, good games and you know, at different stages of the year, but it's hard to argue with that, really, you know what I mean? They're all fine hurlers there, you know. Yeah,
Len Gaynor?
Yeah, well, I suppose Donald O'Grady won't be recalled as Cork manager, I'd say. He's no Cork man on the team there, so...
he did his best, I can tell you.
Yeah, I bet you he did, yeah.
The one from Kilkenny, he didn't get into our top 3, but really it was Tipperary we were looking at, and it was a great team effort today, but Larry Corbett is one of our nominees. He had a fantastic game, as I said, scoring the 3 goals. Pádraig Maher, who the lads mentioned, I would agree. I think Pádraig Maher had a better game today than JJ Delaney, but I think over the year maybe JJ shaded it. But Pádraig Maher had a fantastic game, and he's such a young player, powerful man, and great hurler. Right. And particularly at centre back, I think, when he went in there. And we also went for Noel McGrath as a nominee. Brilliant vision. I think he's passed for the goal for Lara, and a couple of point ones, and he was great work rate as well around centre half forward. So they're the 3 that we went with. Okay, so they're the 3 nominees. Let's head back then to Michael at the team hotel. I'm sure there's great excitement, and Michael, you can tell us who is our Sunday game man of the match.
Yeah, it does. You can be sure of it. There is great excitement and there's great anticipation about the announcement as well. So, as they say, without further ado, let me tell you that. Well, they say, and the cliche has it, that goals win matches. He got 3 today. From Thurles Sarsfield, our man of the match is Lar Corbett. Yeah, that indeed is our man of the match for the 2010 All-Ireland final, Lar Corbett. Now, Christy Cooney, the president of the GAA, is here with us to make the presentation. Christy, would you please do the honours? Lar, on our panel today on the programme, Cyril Farrell, Tomás Mulcahy and Gerlach Nan were saying before the match, you know, what Tip have to do is keep Lar Corbett in close to that goal in there because he'll get goal chances. You must have had a telly on the dressing room, did you?
Sure. I suppose at the end of the day it's great to get the win here, and I suppose what it comes down to is the work rate of everyone else on the field there today, and that's what it comes down to. Like, you know, and I was speaking to the boys after the match, like, if you saw the pass Noel McGrath gave for the second goal, there's not too many players in hurling that give passes like that. Like, you know, he's back to the player, and that's what it comes down to. Like, you know. And I suppose for the third one there, Bonner Maher, what he does best, he got a ball he shouldn't have got. He was on the flat of his back, he got up, hand pass out, and it makes everyone else's job that bit easier. Like, you know, when the work is done, the work was done, the boys done the hard work. I was lucky enough to be at the end of them, like, you know, that's what it comes down to.
Now, one of the things, like some of the other players that are on the team today, like Brendan Cummins, you were talking to earlier on, and Owen Kelly, of course, you are one of the players that was there in 2001, so I suppose after 9 years, this is also very sweet.
It is. It's extra special, I suppose. In 2001, I was probably on a, like, you know, we were probably on a vibe that we didn't really know what it was all about, even winning in 2001. Didn't really know exactly what it took to win an All-Ireland. We were lucky enough at the time. And I suppose in the last 7 or 8 years there, the work that has gone in has been unbelievable, and it makes it extra special when you see the years have slipped by, but delighted to be here now tonight in front of all these people, like, you know, and a great win.
All right, now let me just bring in Christy Cooney.
Struck no less than 4 times in 70 minutes, 3 of those going to Lar Corbett.
Absolutely, the goals were the difference really, and they got them at important times as well. Oh, but I mean, apart from that, they were very strong. You know, they're an excellent team. I've seen it for the last number of years. They've proven it for the last number of years, and you know, it was going to be very difficult for us to continue, I suppose. You know, what has been happening for the past number of years. But like I said, they proved themselves to be the better team on the day, certainly.
So no historic 5 in a row for the Cats. This, though, is most definitely Tipperary's day. Hugh Cal.
I don't think I expected it, Claire, but you always felt Tip were the one side in the country that could maybe upset the odds. I remember back in 1982 watching Seamus Darby scoring that winning goal, and it was special to be here today. There was history either way to be created, and no doubt, like Tip, the one, you know, big rivals, and the county that really you suspected with the young talent coming through could put it up to them, and they took the breaks on the day, worthy winners.
And a great start with Lar Corbett getting that goal. Fantastic
start, Claire. They were 3 points to 1 up, and well, Lar Corbett has been in great form for the last couple of years, really. He's been a talisman up front for them. Just a regular high ball in around, but he just horses no hickey off it, which is not easy. Gets the goal, and you know, he doesn't miss when he's in those situations, and he's been noted not just for being a finisher, but for the brilliant work he puts in for the team. We saw that again today and the last day against Waterford. Chased the length of the field. Really an example to all young players coming through of what the work that's needed at this level.
And of course then the loss of the iconic Henry Shefflin, a huge blow.
Yeah, major smoke screen or a camouflage all along, but like Henry, it was always a danger. The amount of work he put in, I suppose, is incredible really. The 6-hour stints down in Ger Hartman's clinic, and it just went. John Tennyson survived the whole game, which he was probably the more doubtful of the two, they reckon, but when you saw that happening, you felt it might be Tip's day, that things were beginning to go their way. But being the champions they are, of course, they battled back, and they really made it close, and it was only later on really Tip pulled away.
That a very sad sight, obviously, for hurling fans to see Henry going off like that. Then into the second half, 2 goals. Lar Corbett struck.
Not just today, but over the best part of the last decade, and that is, of course, Lar Corbett. Lar, a hat-trick in an All-Ireland final, stopping the 5 in a row. That's the stuff of dreams, really, isn't it?
Well, Joanne, it's great to get the win there today. We're delighted with the win. Like, you know, it doesn't get any better than this. Like, you know, and All-Ireland final win in Croke Park, and that's what it comes down to. As regards who gets the scores, who does what, like, you know, we're not really interested in that until we said at the beginning of the year, like, you know, it's all about work rate. And, like, you know, I suppose when you look at there, the way the backs and the way the midfielders and the forwards conduct themselves today, like, you know, it's unbelievable. And, like, all the hard work was done, like, you know, Noel McGrath, great hand pass out, Bonner Maher, great hand pass out, like, you know, and the finishing touches, like, you know, I was delighted to get the chance, like, but the work was done, like, you know, and it's great to see that around the field, that the work rate is unbelievable.
Not just work rate, but when it came to the crunch and when it looked like a couple of times Kilkenny might be coming back at you, you had the nerve and the steel to just take it away again.
Well, like, you know, the subs that come on there, like, today, like, you know, has been unbelievable. And we've been saying it, like, for the last number of months there. Like, you know, we're not only a team, we're a panel. And we proved it again, Galway, we're a panel. The subs come on there and changed the game. There today, Seamus Callan come on and got 2 great scores. You had Seamus Hennessy come on and got a great score. And I suppose it's a pure delight for Penny Dunn to come on there and get a great score, like, you know, and really sealed the victory there today with those players coming on. And that's what it's really about. And we keep saying it inside in the dressing room. This is a panel. Now, there was 11 fellas that didn't come on today. There was 3 fellas that didn't tag out. But we're going back to Thurles tomorrow night as a panel.